everybody. Everybody found a seat? If you have some extra seats there, make some new friends, introduce yourself, pass out your cards. My name is Elise Beardsley. I am president of El Segundo Chamber of Commerce, Master of Ceremonies, and I own Industrial Lock and Security on Main Street, in case you need anything there. I want to welcome you so much and thank you so much for joining us to the 15th Annual State of the City. I really appreciate you being here, and this was actually a sold-out event. It was like a hot ticket to be here. You're so lucky you got a spot, kind of like real estate. And like a great piece of real estate, they are bidding for your seats higher and paying more for what you paid for just to get your seat, so watch out for that. Let's see, the event does provide a wonderful opportunity to bring together our business community and the city of El Segundo to share important updates, progress, and plans to flourish in the future. Just a few months ago, El Segundo launched a new publicity campaign called Where Big Ideas Take Off. For over 100 years, Big Ideas has started, developed, flourished, and taken off right here in our little town of just 5 square miles. We're talking about inventing things like GPS, which may even help you get to your lunch here today. For more Fortune 500 companies are headquartered in El Segundo than any other California city except San Francisco. From the pillars of our community, big companies, to fabulous startups and home-based businesses, to the children learning in our schools today, you will see the big ideas taking off in El Segundo every day. This creative workforce, our pro-business environment, the family-first values truly make El Segundo a wonderful place to live, work, and play. At this time, I would love you to join me in standing and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance led by Mayor Pro Tem Carl Jacobson, and remain standing while Sheena Obadashian from El Segundo High School sings our national anthem.
Thank you. Would you all join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Wow, wow, wow. Play ball. Thank you, Sheena. That was fabulous. Wow. She is for hire, in case anybody wants to hire her out there. I'll be your manager from now on. Come and see me. At this time, I would like to welcome Reverend Carlisle. She is from the, hey guys, United Methodist Church for our invocation. Reverend Lee Carlisle.
Friends, would you join me in an attitude of prayer? Holy One, we give you thanks for this beautiful day, for the sunshine, the sea, the warm air, for spring, which even here in Southern California reminds us of the wonder and beauty of life. But there are more reasons for us to be grateful this day. We are grateful for the food that we are about to eat and for the hands that have prepared it. We are grateful for the fellowship that we share and for all those who had made this event possible. We are grateful for this youth center, which provides a place for young people to meet and learn together. And most of all, we are grateful for El Segundo, the beautiful community in which we live and work, and for all those who give their time and energy in its service. May this time together truly be a blessing and a joy. Amen.
Thank you so much, Reverend Carlisle. And actually, El Segundo United Methodist Church recently celebrated its 100th anniversary. Congratulations to you and the church members. At this time, I would like to take a moment to remember a longtime friend that so many of us here have got to know through the years. William T. Mason II, better known as Bill Mason, passed away earlier this month. Bill was not only a pillar of the chamber, but of the entire community. Bill served 3 times as president of El Segundo Chamber and numerous terms on the El Segundo Board of Directors. Bill chaired the Military Affairs Committee and was instrumental in ensuring the Los Angeles Air Force Base remained in El Segundo during the BRAC. He was, during the BRAC process, he was instrumental in making sure we all had Dodger Day so we could work together with the base. He was a Rotarian for over 30 years and president in 1992. He influenced so many of us with his gracious and giving ways. As our chamber director, Marcia, has stated, he guided me as I grew in my career, as a community volunteer, and as a person, and I will forever be grateful. So right now, let's all pretend we have a glass of white wine in our hands. Because Bill would want that, and a toast to Bill Mason. Mr. Mason, we do love you. Actually, it looked like white wine. There is going to be a service in April. We will, if you call the chamber, we'll let you know where it is. I believe it's going to be in Palos Verdes. If anybody's inclined to do a donation in his name, his family asked that you donate to the Rotary Club for a scholarship in his name. And we do have several people to introduce to you today, but it looks like you're all a little hungry there. So I think we'll hold off on the introductions, let you go eat first. Today we are getting lunch at this wonderful facility, but sponsored by the El Segundo Catering Company and Beach Cafe. If you haven't been to Beach Cafe, it's right next door. They are open from Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 2, and Saturday, 9 to 2 for breakfast and lunch. With so many people, we're going to call tables by numbers. I'll have you go out to this lovely Lido deck. Not sure if it's called the Lido deck, but it sounds good. As we announce your table, make your way through the doors. Either one of these doors, hang a left. You go to the patio. You might want to take your fishing pole and sunscreen. The line could get a little long. For those of you inclined skinny dipping, you got to go to the water's edge and hang a left. All right? We hope you'll enjoy your lunch, and we'll be back with you shortly. So at this time, let me say, why don't we have the tables, Northrop Grumman and Chevron, go on out, and we'll see how the line goes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Definitely want to thank again Nikki and Jenny, El Segundo Catering Company. Remember to go next door in the mornings, not on a Monday, from 10 to 2 on Saturday, 9 to 2 for an amazing lunch, a nice place to get away from your office. Come on down, sit in some sunshine, eat some wonderful food. Good place for an escape. And now it's my honor to introduce some special guests today. We have many special guests, so please hold your applause at the end. Let me just mention a few wonderful people. We have our Mayor, Suzanne Fuentes. Okay, clap for Suzanne. We have Mayor Pro Tem Carl Jacobson, Council Member Dave Atkinson, Council Member Marie Fellauer. Mike Dugan could not be with us today, though we know he wanted to be here because he heard about the brownies and the cookies. We have El Segundo City Clerk Tracy Weaver, President of El Segundo Board of Education, Dr. Jeannie Nishimi, El Segundo Board of Education Member Laura Gagel, El Segundo Board of Education Member Bill Watkins, El Segundo United School Superintendent Dr. Melissa Moore, Weisburn School Superintendent Tom Johnstone. Are you waving? Are these people waving? Very good. Make sure you wave. El Segundo City Manager Greg Carpenter. We have a special guest, Miss Jeannie Buss, President of Los Angeles Lakers. Irving Pacheco, representing Councilman Ted Lieu. There he is. Mike Stauffer, representing Assemblywoman Autumn Burke. Steve Napolitano, Deputy for LA County Supervisor Don Kanabe. Woo-hoo! Mr. Drew Boyles, Chairman of El Segundo Economic Development Advisory Council. Did I miss anybody? Is there anybody who thinks they're really important and wants to be acknowledged? Oh yeah, a few of you. Yes, a few hands going up. And of course, I want to thank our sponsors. The event would not be possible without the support of the wonderful organizations. Our presenting sponsor is Chevron Oil Refinery. Corporate sponsors, Continental Development Corp., Mattel, NRG, El Segundo Power. Our wonderful table sponsors, of whom you are sitting. Make sure you hug your sponsors, please. That's nice. That's fair. Do you like that, Rod? Would you like that gentleman to hug you and this gentleman to hug you too? Yeah, we're good. He's good. All right. We have Boeing, Sentinel Hospital, City of El Segundo, Decron Properties, Drew Boyles, Chairman of the El Segundo Economic Development Advisory Committee, El Segundo School District, LA World Airports, Northrop Grumman, Old Town Music Hall, Paulucci, Salling and Martin, Shorewood Realtors, and the South Bay Workforce Investment Board. Thank you so much. And also, for those of you who haven't been here, this is called the Dockweiler Youth Center. This is the Dockweiler Youth Center. We'd like to thank the team of Peggy and her team for helping make this event possible. We want to thank Chevron for our printing materials, El Segundo Catering Company for the wonderful lunch, El Segundo Community Cable, and Marcy Dugan Photography for capturing the event in our history books. Clap, clap, clap. Where'd she go? Okay, and now it's my pleasure to introduce our main speaker. That would be our mayor of El Segundo, Miss Suzanne Fuentes. Since April of 2014, she was originally elected to a 4-year term on the city council in April 2010 and re-elected in 2014. She's a lifelong resident of El Segundo and lives on the street where she grew up. As a council member, she's focused on fiscal stability, economic development, emergency preparedness, preserving El Segundo's unique character, and retaining our LA Air Force Base. She represents the city council on many committees, on the South Bay City's Council of Governments, Los Angeles County Economic Development Corp., the LA Jobs Defense Council. She also serves on the El Segundo City School Affairs Subcommittee, Reach Out Against Drug, and the Park Vista Senior Housing. Wow. You go on any vacations ever? Is this a vacation for you? Wait, there's more. Okay. Suzanne has been employed for 27 years with a major aerospace company, and she's currently serving as a quality assurance manager in the satellite integration, test, launch, and was honored in 2008 as one of the company's Women of Achievement. She served on the executive board of the LA chapter of the American Society for Quality and received its Community Service Award in 2010. In 2010, she also founded the Space Elves, a holiday giving program that fulfills the Christmas wish lists of hundreds of children of deployed U.S. Marines. Suzanne was recognized as El Segundo Chamber of Commerce 2013 Volunteer of the Year for founding the Space Elves. She's a member of the El Segundo Education Foundation, the Superintendent's Roundtable, and enthusiastically supports the El Segundo Concert Band. After attending El Segundo Elementary School and Secondary School, she earned a bachelor's degree from Loyola University and a master's degree from Cal State University Dominguez, and a graduate of the Protocol School of Washington, D.C. Whoosh! Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcoming our mayor, Suzanne Fuentes.
Thank you. Lost the mayor. Well, thank you, Elise. And it's great to see everybody. Thank you for attending today. I know we all enjoyed our lunch and our conversations. And there's so many people to thank for this event today. The first is the El Segundo Chamber of Commerce with their president, Elise Rothstein, who just went out the door there. The past president, Sandy Jacobs, and the entire chamber board. We appreciate your continued leadership in everything you do for El Segundo businesses. And then thank you to the chamber director, Marcia Hansen, Kathy Rutledge, and Caitlin Briney who are the voice and faces of El Segundo business. And a special thank you to Haley, Logan, Keely, and Kylie Hansen, who made all those cute little airplanes and are El Segundo's favorite elves. So thank you, Hansen family. A huge thank you to our generous sponsors who Elise just listed, but we couldn't do this event without you. I'm very grateful. Thank you to my city council colleagues. I appreciate the double-digit hours each of you puts in to make our city better. I respect your commitment to our city, and it's a privilege to work with you every day. Thank you. Thank you to the County of Los Angeles for making this beautiful facility available, and a special shout out to Supervisor Napolitano back there for always looking out for El Segundo. So looking across the Pacific Ocean often reminds us of the bold explorers who searched for new worlds, ideas, and expressions. Our state of the city today is going to offer an opportunity to contemplate our old and new worlds. And this afternoon, we're going to alternate our focus between what occurred in the past and what we look forward to. So reviewing the past year, our city experienced fiscal challenges. Fortunately, through discipline and teamwork, our overall experience is net positive. We're going to be covering a lot of ground this afternoon, so I encourage you all to take notes. There's going to be a quiz at the end. So thanks to Drew Boyles and Al Kiahi's leadership with our very talented and committed Economic Development Advisory Council, who partnered with Daniel Martin and Palucci, Saling, and Martin, and branded El Segundo as the city where big ideas take off. We all know that El Segundo helped win World War II, put a man on the moon, and is the satellite capital of the world. But what you may not know is El Segundo is evolving into Southern California's center for medical, pharmaceutical, software design, and entertainment technology development. Let's talk about our city's big ideas. The first is we are a community of partners. The second is we are financially responsible. The third, we invest in our infrastructure. The fourth is we are in the business of economic development. And finally, fifth, we are good, but we must be better. Big idea number one, we're a community of partners. Our residents make El Segundo a great place to live. They volunteer their time in city, in school, boards, committees, and commissions. They raise great kids who are our future, and they participate in sports, arts, and philanthropy, and make us aware of what's going well and what could use improvement. So most recently, they've effectively helped to combat crime through our See Something, Say Something campaign. So let's thank our residents for all of their participation and involvement. Our business partners come in every size and type imaginable. They not only offer a range of employment opportunities, but they bless us with their generosity. And we're going to share more of that later, but let's thank our businesses now. Thank you. We are partnered with our two school districts, El Segundo and Wiseburn. These districts educate our children, provide extracurricular activities, and help instill values and ethics. Both strive for constant improvement and have had notable achievements in 2014. El Segundo's district's achievements include hiring Dr. Melissa Moore as the district superintendent. El Segundo Middle School received authorization and commendations for an international baccalaureate program. In athletics, our high school's football team, softball team, and boys volleyball were league champions. And academically, the Eagles Zero Robotics team competed in the International Space Station MIT Zero Robotics ISS Finals Championship. Congratulations, Dr. Moore and your staff and the El Segundo School Board. The Wiseburn District continues forward with its plans to convert 201 Douglas into a state-of-the-art learning facility. Weisburn's accomplishments include, after a 13-year struggle, Weisburn became a unified school district on July 1st, 2014. Congratulations, Weisburn. Da Vinci Schools, in collaboration with Weisburn Unified School District, received a $52.7 million state facilities charter grant to complete the Weisburn High School project by the summer of 2017. Construction begins this summer. And Weisburn Unified, along with El Segundo Unified, received a significant 2-year grant from the Coatson Foundation and Loyola Marymount University's Mathematics Leadership Corps for Math Teacher Professional Development. And Dr. Tom Johnstone was selected as 2015 Superintendent of the Year by the Association of California School Administrators, Region 14. And one of the greatest examples of partnership in our city's history, the City of El Segundo, Weisburn School District, aquatic stakeholders, and businesses are working together on an Olympic quality aquatics facility. Weisburn committed the land and more than 50% of the construction costs. Our city agreed to cover the remaining costs and will operate the facility. Richard Lundquist, president of Continental Development Corporation, generously committed $1 million towards construction and is leading the fundraising to secure the balance. The Los Angeles Lakers have committed $250,000. We are looking for additional partners to donate $2 million to complete this premier facility and several $1 million to renovate the Eurosari Swim Stadium. Yes, we love and intend to renovate and improve our plunge. So congratulations and thank you, Dr. Johnstone and the Weisburn School District. And thank you, Richard Lundquist and the Los Angeles Lakers, for your generosity. We have many community partnerships to celebrate. This summer, El Segundo is a Special Olympics World Games host city. We are hosting 100 athletes from the Bahamas, Uzbekistan, and Mozambique. If you are interested in being involved, please see Lawrence Martin in the back. He would love to have your participation. So I'm also excited to announce that our public library has reopened on Fridays. In this digital age, library use and reading programs continue to increase. Our library is a great source of community pride. And thanks to the Friends of the Library generosity, almost 100 years of El Segundo Heralds were converted from microfilm to a searchable digital form. Our library director, Deborah Brighton, is working on a 2017 Centennial Celebration photo history book with images of America. Thank you, Deborah Brighton, and our longest-serving department head, her library staff, and our great community partners, Friends of the Library. Our Recreation and Parks Department creatively serve our entire community, from children to seniors, with a range of activities. Participation rates increase, while Rec and Park staff innovate with traditional and new events and activities, including concerts in the park, junk in your trunk, Christmas tree lighting, summer camps, and the conversion of shuffleboard courts to Bago, which has an extremely competitive tournament. You can ask Dave Atkinson and Greg Carpenter about that. So we have ESMOA-partnered park murals and now cable TV programming on our award-winning television station. Many of these events were made possible by increased corporate sponsorship from our partners Chevron, DirecTV, and Mattel. So, thank you to our newest department head, Meredith Pettit, and her staff, including Dan O'Toole and his award-winning cable crew. So can we have the cable crew stand if you're not already? Thank you. Like most of California, we have public safety challenges. Police Chief Mitch Tavera is faced with increased criminal activity in town due to state law changes. Chief Tavera and his police department continue to educate the public on what can be done to reduce crime and assist the police department to both prevent crime and report crime activity. Unfortunately, while criminal activity does occur, we are blessed with a fabulous police department and with women and men who diligently investigate and bring offenders to justice. So Chief Tavera is off-site today on official city business, but we thank him and the men and women in his department. Thank you, Chief. Our fire department provides first-class prevention, medical, and fire suppression services. Fire Chief Kevin Smith is retiring later this year after 29 years. This year, we welcome Battalion Chief Nathan Cook, who joined us from the San Bernardino Fire Department. So, Kevin, we all thank you for your dedication to our city and its people. Your leadership and kindness will be missed. And thank you to the fire department for their daily life-saving actions. This year, I placed increased emphasis on emergency preparedness. Staff is working on disaster recovery plans, preparing the Emergency Operations Center, and CERT volunteer recruitment. Drills for potential disasters will commence shortly. I encourage everyone to review your preparedness plans, supplies, and training. We are our own first responders. You can't be prepared enough. And our city employees are our final partners. Employees have taken salary and benefit concessions to help our city through difficult budget years. In addition, they have performed their duties with fewer coworkers due to vacant positions. Despite these challenges, our employees continue to provide friendly, quality, professional service. So thank you to all of our city employees. Big idea number 2, fiscal responsibility. City council and staff must consider to act fiscally responsible by controlling costs, tracking revenues, and developing reserves. We have a sacred trust to be stewards of our taxes and revenues. While our budget appears balanced, it's important to remember that this is a point-in-time snapshot. I remain cautiously optimistic that we can continue in this direction. This year's budget expects conservative revenue growth over last year for a total of $60.6 million. Despite expiring employee concessions and pension rate increases, Council adopted an operating budget with minimal increases in expenses. City Council directed increases to reserves totaling $1.3 million. The total general fund expense budget, including operations, capital improvements, and increases to our reserves, totals $64 million. See, I told you should take notes. So, thank you, Finance Director Deborah Cullen, City Treasurer Krista Binder, and your staffs for their continued efforts. And speaking of infrastructure, big idea 3. We are investing in infrastructure improvements to better serve our residents and businesses and demonstrate to the world we're a first-class city that they should invest in. Last year, we undertook a number of long overdue and important repair and replacement projects. Most are unseen, but extremely important to our quality of life. These include replacing 2,000 feet of sewer, 1,500 feet of water line, and City Hall and Park Vista senior housing roofs, renovating, modernizing, and repainting our iconic water tower, slurrying downtown streets known as Slurry Worry, which also improve the city's downtown parking lots, connecting city facilities on the west side of town to fiber and laying fiber to Sepulveda. We'll have more on this in a minute. We replaced our 20-year-old fire truck with this custom Pierce 105-foot tall ladder truck that is able to navigate tight turns and extinguish fires at the rear of properties or from above. These improvements were made possible by using water and sewer funds and through our tax resolution agreement with Chevron. So thank you, Chevron, for investing in El Segundo. Next year, we plan to expand these efforts. Due to our fiscal policy and improved revenues, the city dedicated an additional $3 million to infrastructure. Projects in planning and future construction phases include restoring Richmond Street in our historic business district. We will replace sidewalks, improve landscaping, and increase parking. Investing $500,000 in sidewalk repairs citywide, including Richmond Street, 10 times our normal effort. Updating our website and financial software to increase user-friendliness, provide additional services, and more transparency. The Equinix data center fiber optic line will connect to city facilities on the west side of Sepulveda. This connectivity will improve our technology, provide additional redundancy and security, and potentially provide fiber connection to the businesses in our Smoky Hollow district. So replacing 1,500 feet of water line, 4,000 feet of sewer, and the city water meters. Upgrading the sewer pump stations and connecting El Segundo's new beach restroom and lifeguard facility to a permanent sewer. Increasing our downtown fire station's earthquake resistance and early warning capability, and improving other city facilities, including the police station, the library, and rec park. So thank you, Public Works Director Stephanie Katsleas, and your staff for your efforts and energy to complete this ambitious project. Our human infrastructure is the most critical element of our city. Council made difficult decisions and acted responsibly in recent years to reduce our workforce size in order to address financial constraints. Our workforce decreased from 320 full-time employees before the recession to a current 242 employees. Services have been reduced in certain areas. We now have increased demand for services in public works, planning and building, and information systems. Understanding improved technology allows many businesses to do more with fewer employees. We also recognize that the city must increase staffing to meet these demands. So thank you, Martha Dykstra, Director of Human Resources, and your staff for your continued efforts to meet these challenges we are facing this year. Big idea number 4. We are in the business of economic development. We must recruit and retain businesses to create jobs. Earlier, I mentioned our enhanced economic development program and our supercharged public relations efforts. Because of 2 generous grants from Chevron, the city, where Big Ideas Takes Off campaign in September was kicked off, and we awarded our inaugural 2014 Champion of Business Award to the El Segundo Kings of the National Hockey League in recognition of their 2nd Stanley Cup Award. So go Kings, go. So we're going to take a moment to show a video representing the system's economic development efforts.
Anything is possible in a town that helped put a man on the moon. For over 100 years, no other city can match the creative, cutting-edge technology and manufacturing of El Segundo. El Segundo is first in business and innovation in Southern California. Home to the most Fortune 500 companies in California other than San Francisco, El Segundo is recognized as the aerospace capital of the world, and home to Mattel, the world's largest toy manufacturer, and DirecTV, the country's leading satellite television operator. A home for world explorers and world champions. It's a big business city with small town charm and a South Bay address by the ocean. A social epicenter of retail, restaurants, entertainment, and culture. There is something for everyone. Tree-lined neighborhoods with historic main streets, award-winning schools, parks, and athletic fields. set within a thriving business community with distinct regions and commercial space ranging from corporate parks to creative industrial. The city that invented GPS knows where it's going. The city boasts more than $1 billion in active and planned development. The new creative office spaces and campuses coming out of the ground are smart, state-of-the-art, architectural works of art. El Segundo makes it their business to help yours, offering among the best real estate values in the region, lower tax rates, a skilled workforce, minutes from LAX with metro and freeway access. The city offers everything your business needs to be successful. El Segundo is poised for a new generation of energy and invention, a launchpad for the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs. Business thrives here. It always has, it always will. And while some of the companies in El Segundo will continue to lead the world, others have set out to change it. El Segundo is where big ideas take off.
So every time I see that, it just reminds me how blessed I am to live in this wonderful city. Our 100 in 100 campaign is an ambitious goal to attract at least 100 new businesses to El Segundo by our centennial celebration in 2017. Our current count is 13, and we are confident with our outreach efforts and current construction activity, we will achieve this goal. Finally, our economic development website, elsegundobusiness.com, has been beautifully updated. Its content is informative and gorgeous. Please take a moment to visit and learn more about the benefits of doing business in El Segundo. In business and development, 2014 was an active year for planning, construction, and new business openings. We welcomed exciting new businesses Beyond Meat, Infineon, Fuhu, Quest Nutrition, Three Phases Renewable, MAC Cosmetics, Millennium Space Systems, Griffin Capital, and New Improved Media. And congratulations to Quest Nutrition and Fuhu for being named Inc. Magazine's #1 and 2 fastest growing private companies in 2014. We are experiencing an unprecedented creative office, hotel, and retail construction. In downtown El Segundo, Saucil will soon be under construction across from Rock and Brews, and we look forward to enjoying their Nuevo Rancho cuisine. Smoky Hollow has multiple creative office projects under construction, extending our reach into this sector. 3 buildings between Oregon and Nevada Street near Grand Avenue were completely remodeled for office and industrial use. Mar Ventures recently completed a beautiful office condominium project at the corner of Grand and Kansas and transformed 1222 Grand, previously considered the worst-looking building on Grand Avenue, into a building so beautiful that we can hardly remember what it used to look like, and is now home to Griffin Capital, MAC Cosmetics, and At Games. Thank you, Mar Ventures. When we say welcome to El Segundo, we mean it. Business is booming in our hospitality segment. Our iconic Hacienda Hotel is being renovated into 2 hotel properties, Aloft and Fairfield Suites. Thank you, Rubicon, for investing in El Segundo. The Hampton Inn begins construction at 888 Sepulveda on a long vacant property, and Cambria Suites plans to construct a beautiful new hotel on Continental Boulevard. East of Sepulveda, there is a race to market as several formerly vacant office buildings. As reported in Los Angeles Business Journal, nearly half of all of our office properties are being reconfigured to attract creative office users and diversify our business base. NSB Properties, the company that brought the Time Warner Sports broadcasting facility to town, renovated the building at Utah and Aviation, future home of Kite Pharma and other creative office users. NSB submitted plans to construct a new office building at the corner of Douglas and Utah to our planning department. So thank you, NSB, and welcome, Kite Pharma. SSV and Invesco Properties completed renovating and leasing Apollo, 4 buildings with 541,000 square feet of office space along Park Place and Apollo Street, home to Just Fab, Rocket Fuel, and Murad. Thank you, SSV and Invesco. Marshall Properties completed renovation of the former CSC in Rhythm and Hughes campus and is now actively leasing. Thank you, Marshall. Bixby Land Company is renovating the office building at the corner of El Segundo and Continental Boulevards across from Raytheon. In addition to being the home of Palucci, Saling, and Martin, this beautiful building is dog-friendly. Well, at least it was until Hello Kitty moves in. Then we'll have to ask Sanrio about that. So, Montana Avenue Capital is completing a similar project called The Station at 2201 El Segundo Boulevard and is actively leasing. They also recently purchased 2040 Mariposa and will completely renovate the building for creative office use. Now, we know they aren't inventing any more land in the South Bay, and that's what makes Mar and Continental's new Elevon mixed-use project so exciting. Elevon is a 17-building campus organized around active outdoor space, retail and dining amenities, all designed specifically to attract creative industry and office users. EVA Airline will be moving into Campus El Segundo when they build their West Coast headquarters and crew facilities across from our athletic fields. And finally, at Campus El Segundo, yes, it's true, the NBA champion Los Angeles Lakers designed their new corporate headquarters and training facility to be built next to Fire Station 2. This state-of-the-art facility will be the Defenders minor league basketball team's home court. We expect this project to come to City Council in a few weeks. Similarly, across the street from Fire Station 2, Westport Capital has approval for a 5-building office project on the former Trisonic wind tunnel site at Mariposa Avenue and Selby Street. And finally, in the area of retail and dining, I'm delighted that Federal Realty is within months of opening The Point. This 115,000 square foot lifestyle center will showcase upscale shops, restaurants, and office space organized around an outdoor space and amenities. A partial list of tenants includes Superba, No Rest for Bridget, Athleta, Soul Cycle, Mendocino Farms, North, True Food Kitchen, Lucky, and Shop House. This project transformed the blighted entry to our city into a world-class shopping destination. The Point reflects the future of this city, creates jobs, and provides great places to eat and shop. It is the shopping jewel of the South Bay. Nothing will come close. Nothing. So thank you, Federal Realty. And thank you, Sam Lee, Director of Planning and Building, and your staff for keeping up with all the planning, permitting, and inspection activity on this exhaustive list of construction projects. Finally, big idea number 5. We are good, but we must be better. We've spent the last 25 minutes learning about last year's accomplishments and all the big ideas taking off in El Segundo. Our list is impressive, but we mustn't stop now. We can and must be better, and we must be ready to face future challenges. These challenges include threats to our critically important Los Angeles Air Force Base due to federal budget issues, continued concern about manufacturing and aerospace's future in California, and economic uncertainty. So how can we be better? Well, as the city where big ideas take off, we must continue to be on the cutting edge of technology and services. We will be conducting a city information systems master planning effort to evaluate where we are and where we need to be with hardware, software, and staffing. City Council is committed to funding ongoing efforts to repair and replace our pipes, streets, and buildings. We continue to improve our street network through discussions with property owners, railroads, and Chevron to extend Park Place from Plaza El Segundo to Continental Park. Raytheon plans to develop their site and extend Nash Street through to Sepulveda Boulevard. City Council will review their master plan this summer. Smoky Hollow zoning is being reviewed. The transformation has begun, and the city is committed to enable, promote, and accelerate the process, which will result in job creation, property improvements, and increased business. The Planning Commission, EDAC, and City Council will consider code simplifications, parking solutions, and opportunities to market and promote this historic district. So hopefully you've been taking notes, because remember I said that we were having a quiz, and I was serious. So we're going to test a little technology here today. So please take out your smartphones and get ready. I'm going to ask you a few questions. So this is a timed quiz. So the faster you answer and the more the questions you answer correctly, the more points you're going to earn. It will be fun and educational, and the winners will get bragging rights and some cool Los Angeles Lakers and El Segundo swag. So first, go to your smartphone browser and type in kahoot.it, Kahoot.it. And when you get that, you're going to get a screen that looks like this, and you're going to type in our PIN number, 332207. So how are we doing? We have Kahoot up, and we have our PIN number in. Kahoot.it, 33220. Oh, we have 21 players. We're doing well. Good job, El Segundo. And then third, type in your name so we can keep score, and it looks like we have 21 players who've done that. Excellent. So now we're going to begin, and I'll read the questions. Each question has 4 answers, and they're all associated with a color. You're going to see a screen that looks like this for each answer, and you're going to press the corresponding color button. That's how we keep score. Now remember, it's timed and we have cool prizes, so no pressure. All right, so this first question is a test question, just so you can see how it works. There aren't any points, there's no credit. So which answer is blue with a white hexagon? I know, but that was the practice question. It's okay, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. So now it counts. The next several questions count. So this will see if you're paying attention. And each of these is 20 seconds long. No pressure. All right. So when is El Segundo's centennial celebration? Is it in 2016, 2017, 2018, or 2019? No, we have to wait for the timeout. 2017. Oh, 55 people got it correct. Thanks. All right. Our next question. Oh, Kevin Smith answered it most quickly. Good job, Kevin. Who is your first responder in a natural or man-made disaster? Is it FEMA, our police department, you, or the fire department? First responder in a disaster. It is you. We are our own first responders. 40 people got it right. I need to talk to everybody who didn't get it right. Okay, our next question. The Los Angeles Lakers team colors are cardinal and gold, purple and gold, blue and gold, or red and blue. It doesn't look like we have any answers. Purple and gold. I don't know what happened to that one. Well, we're going to guess that everyone got that correct. All right, next question. Who is El Segundo's longest-serving department head? Is it Deborah Brighton, Sam Lee, Chief Tavera, or Meredith Pettit? It is Deborah Brighton. Thank you, Deborah. All right, our next question. Is that Raytheon? The length of the El Segundo Weisburn Aquatic Center swimming pool will be 54 meters, 48 meters, 56 meters, or 44 meters. Say the correct answer is 54 meters. All right, next. Parks make life better. EVA Airlines U.S. operations and crew quarters will be at the Bixby Land Company, The Point, Trisonic, or Campus El Segundo. Campus El Segundo. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, the Los Angeles Kings won their second Commissioner's Trophy, Heisman Trophy, World Cup, or Stanley Cup. The Kings won the Stanley Cup. All right. Two more. This year, okay, this is a tough one. This year's adopted general fund total budget is $5.6 million, $58 million, $60.6 million, or $64 million. I told you to take notes. All right, $64 million. 36 people were paying attention. And our last question is, how many feet of water line will be replaced this year? We said it twice. 15,000, 25,000, 35, I'm sorry, 1,500, 2,500, 3,500, or 4,500. Stephanie Katsalea's probably passed out when I said 15,000. All right, 1,500. Very good. All right, so there's our scoreboard. Okay, that looks like Mike Briney, I'm guessing. Parks for Life. Who's Parks for Life? Probably Meredith. Meredith? No, Jesse. Dr. D? Oh, very good. And Parks Make Life Better. So Greg Carpenter is going to share the swag. And Stephanie. Okay. Well, thank you for participating. So, okay. All right. So, just like our fun quiz, El Segundo abounds in positives, and we each have our own list of favorites. We're privileged to live and work here, but we mustn't be satisfied with that. We must continue to pursue the big ideas. Speaking for the entire City Council, we are honored to represent you, set policy, and lead our city. We are committed to improving our future. Thank you again to the Chamber, our sponsors, and everyone here for the important role you play in making El Segundo the city where big ideas take off. So have a great year, and we'll see you in 2016.